We know that like charges repel and unlike charges attract each other. That means whenever there is an interaction between two charges, a definite force acts between them. How much is the value of the force acting between them is given by Coulomb's law. Hi, my name is Muhammad Ajmal and welcome to my educational channel Gyan Wizard. The Coulomb's law gives the value of the force acting between the 2 point charges. This is a quantitative statement for the force acting between the point charges. Two charges are said to be point charges when their size is much smaller than the separation between them. Here I have considered two charges of value q1 and q2 separated by a distance r. Now q1 acts a force on q2 given by F21. In the same way, q2 also acts a force on q1 given by F12. This, if q1 and q2 have the same, either the positive, both positive or both negative, means have the same sign of the charges, then force between them is the repulsive force. And if q1 and q2 are of opposite charges, then it will be attractive force. Then to find the value of the force acting between q1 and the q2, Coulomb said that this force is directly proportional to the product of the two charges. That means F is directly proportional to q1 and q2. And this force is inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. If we combine these two, we get F is equal to K q1 q2 upon r square, where K is a constant of proportionality whose value is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon. Epsilon is the permittivity of the media between the two charges. That means the value of K depends on the medium between the two charges. If we consider free space or vacuum between the two charges, then permittivity epsilon is equal to epsilon naught, and its value is 8.854 into 10 to the power minus 12 Coulomb square per Newton meter square, and value of K is equal to 9 into 10 raised to 9 Newton meter square per Coulomb square. Now the magnitude of these two forces is same, but their directions is different. Here if we consider the q1 and q2 either both positive or both negative, then it will be a repulsive force, and that's why F12 and F21 have the different the opposite direction, but their magnitude is same. That means F is equal to magnitude of F12 is equal to magnitude of minus F21. Law of universal gravitation. Both follows inverse square law. That means force is inversely proportional to square of the distance between the two bodies, and the direction of the force acting between both the forces is the line joining the center of the two bodies. There are certain differences also between them. Electrostatic force can be positive or negative because like charges repel and unlike charges attract. But this force acting between the two masses is always positive because mass cannot be negative. Electrostatic force is medium dependent, that is the medium between the two charges, and this force is independent of the medium between the two masses. Electrostatic force between the two charges much greater than the force acting between the two masses. In fact, this is the weakest force acting between the two bodies. There are certain limitations of Coulomb law. First one, this law is applicable for force acting between the 2 point charges. It is not applicable for continuous charges. This law is applicable for static charges, that the charges must be stationary. At least one charges must be stationary. That means Q1 and the Q2 both are stationary, or one is stationary and the other is moving. This law is not applicable for moving charges. When both the charges are moving, then Coulomb law cannot be used. These are all details about the Coulomb's law. Hope you find this video useful and informative. Please like it, share with your friends and subscribe to my channel.